Hello there everyone and welcome to Moementum channel. My name is Mo and this video is part of our weekly stock investment portfolio challenge. We are going to take a look at our portfolio, where things are at. You could see here that our overall account balance is now sitting at $25,690. For those of you who might be new to our channel, this is part of our portfolio challenge, trying to grow a stock investment portfolio, a small account from a mere $5,000 all the way to $250,000 within the next 7 to 8 years, and we are making very good progress overall. In fact, if you look at it, our total gain for this portfolio is sitting at around 41%. This is roughly in about 1.5 to 2 years overall return, which is quite decent. This portfolio that we are going to take a close look at in short while is currently showing us a dividend yield of 1.54%. It is a combination of both dividend and growth stocks. For our Canadian dollar stocks, our average yield is at 1.19%, and for our USD stocks, those that are in US dollars, the average yield is at 1.88%. Looking at our dividend income, so far in the month of July, we've earned $4.70, and this is also shows you the overall dividend income earned so far throughout the year in 2021. Our overall total dividend income from this portfolio, this is the portfolio we have with Wealthsimple Trade, is at $407 in terms of dividend income all time. Our projected dividend income for this year, based on the forward dividend yield, is at $388, definitely showing some increase. Last week we were sitting around $383. So as we continue to add more stocks in terms of dividend stocks to our portfolio, our projected dividend income is going to grow, and so is our projected monthly dividend income, which is average of the overall dividend income by months. In terms of our overall sectors breakdowns, if you take a look at it, the majority of our holdings are in information technology, roughly around 47%, followed by healthcare about 22%, and financial around 11%. Those top three sectors has not changed. And our holdings overall, you could see Real Matters continues to be one of our larger holdings with around 11%. We also have some other big holdings such as Royalty Pharma, which are around 6.2%. We also maintain some other large holdings, for instance, in Apple, around 5.7%, and Pfizer sitting around 4.3%. We also have Bank of Nova Scotia that kind of represents around 5% of our holdings so far. All right, let us take a close look at our recent transactions in the past 1 week. So as you look here, between the span of the past 1 week, we've bought a number of shares, including one share of cars or Evolve Automobile Innovation Index ETF. It is an ETF, index ETF, that actually invests in companies active in the electric vehicle related kind of domain. It is in Canadian dollars, so if you buy these shares in ETF through Wealthsimple Trade, there's no transaction fee or commission whatsoever. We bought one share of Corsair. It is a US dollar stock, so we paid a 60 cents Canadian dollars fee, but we wanted to take advantage of dollar cost averaging. Our Corsair is at the negative territory, so we wanted to buy one share at the price of $32.30. With Corsair, we do believe in this company. That's why we don't intend to sell our stocks at this stage, and if anything, if the prices continue to drop, we will continue to add more to our shares. Greener Renewables is a similar story. We are at a kind of a decent poor negative territory. I think it's almost double-digit negative, but we don't intend to sell. We are trying to actually dollar cost average and gradually add more shares. Not necessarily the heaviest. That's why you see we are only buying one share at a time. This past week we bought 3 shares at the price of $1.42, $1.43, and $1.44. We also bought one share of Real Matters. Real Matters stock has kind of pulled back a little bit after its kind of growth had grown quite a bit. We bought one share at the price of $16. We also bought one share of Toronto Dominion Bank at the price of $83.52. That was on one day that the stock had a pullback of around 3%. So we wanted to take full advantage of that and bought one share. With that, let us take a close look at our portfolio and see where things are at here. The items shown in green are the ones that we are showing a positive return overall. The ones that are kind of there's no gain or loss, those are the ones that we've already sold our shares, hence they are not actually reflected here, so you can simply ignore those ones. Of note, you notice the majority of our portfolio is actually in green. We have a couple that are in negative territory. The ones that perhaps are the most noticeable is Green Lane. As I mentioned, we've been trying to add more shares. It is showing a negative 32% return overall. We have 160 shares of rather just penny stocks, but gradually adding more shares. Our average purchase price for this Green Lane is actually at $2.09. So we don't mind gradually adding more. We are more comfortable adding more at the price range of around 130. So if it hits around that the price range, we would be definitely adding more to our existing shares. The next one is Hyliion. We are showing an average purchase price of $13.63. The last purchase price for that was at $10.39. We don't really intend to buy more unless if the current price dips closer to $9. At that point, we might buy one or two more shares to take advantage of dollar cost averaging. In terms of the companies or stocks or ETFs that we want to actually continue to buy in the week ahead, if that is of your interest, CHPS or CHIPS, it is the first Canadian ETF for semiconductor sector. We would like to add more to our existing shares. We are bullish about that, so that's one that would be continuing to add more. In terms of other additions, we would likely like to add more to our shares of AQN. That's one other consideration. It is a dividend-paying stocks that I would like to gradually add to our existing shares. The other one that we would like to gradually add to our existing shares would be possibly VMAT. It is now at a negative territory. We have a number of limit buy orders, so if they get fulfilled, we would most likely be seeing some of those ones added to our portfolio. Other than that, Emerge ARK ETFs, these are the Canadian version of the ARK Invest. If they also continue to decline, we would like to take advantage of any pullbacks and gradually add more shares. We have very decent positions here, and if it continues to drop, definitely would want to take advantage of that. The other one that we would consider adding to our existing shares would be Real Matters. Although it's one of our larger holdings, it is again on our radar. We would like to take advantage of any drop in the price. The banks, of course, Canadian banks are some of our solid dividend payers. Although they are in the financial sector, that of course it's among our top sectors. We do really like banks in terms of the solid dividends that they pay for to us, so those could be another options to consider, and we might take advantage of that. With that, those are our key decision points in terms of buys for the upcoming week. Let us take a close look at our last dividend income, the latest dividend income that we earned this past week. You notice here, the last ones, we earned 26 cents from VFV. We earned another 26 cents from VFV from another account because we have a number of RSP account, TFSA, and personal accounts. So as a result of that, we are getting paid separately on those. RioCan, we earned 24 cents. With VCN, we earned 25 cents, and with VRE, we got two separate payments of 44 cents and $1.05. Noticeably, a lot of these actually, other than RioCan, are ETFs. So all of those ETFs are paying us solid dividend income gradually, and we are gradually growing that dividend income. As I mentioned, so for this month, we've earned $4.70, and we definitely plan to grow this amount. We are anticipating similarly around $30 or so for this month. If you have a guess of how much dividend income we would have at the end of this month, more accurately, because obviously it's an estimate average, let us know. Leave a comment down below, and if your guess is closest to the actual amount, we'll definitely be mentioning your name on the future video in the month of August. I hope you found this video beneficial and you gained something of value from it. I would love to hear from you and know what stocks or ETFs you are buying right now in the stock market, and what stocks or ETFs you're perhaps trying to get rid of and sell. Leave us a comment down below and let us know. If you found this video beneficial, please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. And of course, don't forget to subscribe to Moementum channel. Here on Moementum, we post every week videos about investing in the stock market, real estate, and cryptocurrencies, as well as covering different news and latest news about popular dividend growth stocks, as well as ETF investing. With that, thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope to see you next time.